Okay, so today I'm going to talk about doing things like reflexology, like on the feet or on the hands. Today I'm going to show you basically the story about the feet. Okay, basically from the heel up to about, say there, or no, sorry, to there, you have your body from your feet up to your hips. That's that part, and then from here to here you have up your torso to your just under your shoulders, and then from there to the top of your toe is from your shoulders up to your head. Now the great thing about this is that, let's say, okay, you come home, you have a splitting headache, or you come home and you have a pain, and the pain you have is not, it's bad now, but it's not, so bad that something like it's bad enough that you think, okay, maybe I need to rest a while. And you've rested, let's say, for an hour, right? And the pain that's in, let's say, let's just say the pain is just there, and it's inside just there, and you're like, oh my god, would it not just go away? The amazing thing is, I can say this because I have a diploma in massage and I've done it myself, because sometimes if you get a pain somewhere, you can actually go and massage that area, just like, not really pressing really hard in it, but just by actually working on the area, like in a circle, like keeping your one finger in one place and doing that. And if you're doing that for 15 minutes, trust me, I've done it myself, and it's actually worked. I mean, I remember getting my pain just there. I swear to God, it was like just smack there, and I put my finger up and I was like, okay, it's not on the outside or anything, it's inside, but I knew where it was, knew where to put my finger. So I started working there for 15 minutes, going at a rate, and not a bad rate, but it was a rate of not really soft now, but not really hard, kind of like in between. So anyway, I did that for 15 minutes, then I stopped, and my god, 5 minutes later, pain I had felt on my face before was now gone, and I was like, where'd it go? Oh my god, that's great, yay! Delighted, you'd be delighted. And I remember my mum, my mum would come home from a day's work where she'd be like either walking around a lot or whatever, and her feet would be killing her, because my mom's only doing work she leaves the house every morning at like about a few minutes to 8, and she's gone from then till she comes home at a few minutes past 6. Yeah, so my man came home, and what I did was I'd have the dinner prepared. So we'd have our dinner, and then after the dinner I'd say, look, do you want a foot massage? Because I said, if your feet are hurting you, I said, the foot massage can actually help. And she was like, that would be great, that would be lovely, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. I said, I've got a diploma in massage, so no problem working on your feet, like, I want to be able to kind of use it. So she was like, great and stuff. So my mom would just sit back and she let me work on her feet. And of course, working on someone's feet, you've got to make sure that they don't have any problems with like veins or whatever, like what's it like, the way sometimes people can actually get varicose veins, like, you actually aren't allowed to have a massage if you have varicose veins. Like, if you've got varicose veins on your legs, you can't get a massage on your legs. But that doesn't mean that you can't have a massage on, like, your arms, or, you know, your neck, or your stomach, or your back. You can. You just can't have it on your legs if you've got varicose veins on your legs. And you also can't give a massage if you have just had surgery between, like, that day and 6 months beforehand. No, you're not allowed to give a massage, because if you go and give a massage, you could actually be doing them more pain. Like, for example, if they come home and they've had a bit of work done, as in if they've had something done, as in opening up a part of them and having the doctors, you know, work inside them, you're not allowed to do it, because their body is still trying to get, you know, all the blood around the body, as it does every day anyway. So if you were actually doing massaging them, that would actually be like putting up a wall in front of not a few, but that would be like putting up a wall in front of all their veins and being like, stop. So, you know, that could end up becoming a massive problem, because they might end up going back to hospital. Not a good idea. Really, truly, not a good idea. Now, if you've got something that happens to you, like if you fall and you've just maybe caught a bit of your leg or grand, don't worry about it. You're able to have a massage, just maybe not on that leg, but you can have it any other place on the body, as long as it's minor. You're allowed. What else? You can't have a few things when you're going for a massage. You can't have had caffeine, as in tea or coffee. You can't have had any alcohol, or you shouldn't drink any alcohol, like even afterwards, for 24 hours. So you really shouldn't have any coffee till the next day, or any alcohol till the next day. You're also not allowed to smoke, because if you smoke, that's another way of having a wall put up in front of the work that you've just done, which is really good for the body. But when it tries to have the blood flow through the different parts of your body, it's unable to. Why? Because there's a block in front. So yeah, you're not allowed to smoke. What else? You can't do any strenuous exercise, like you can't go out and go for a huge big walk. I mean, if you want to go for a walk, you can, but if you're gonna go for a walk, make sure it's a really small one, like, and it's to the end of the road and you're walking back, you know, so it's not that much of a strain on your body, because you're not allowed to put any strain in your body after a massage, because it's like what is it like? I can't explain it as such. It's just, you just don't do it, because if you do it, it's like putting the work that you've just done on the body. It's like throwing that into a plastic bag and throwing it over to your shoulder, the furthest bit away from you. You know, that's what it's like doing. It's like, why did you bother getting it done in the first place? You know what I mean? So you just don't do it, because it's, you know, it'll be much more helpful to your body. Also, good thing for your body is to drink a lot of herbal teas. So if, let's say, you're an avid tea drinker, let's just say for one. Let's say you're drinking an awful lot of tea every day. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to even have herbal tea. Now, when I say a herbal tea, I'm not talking about crop tea. I'm talking about having raspberry tea, or strawberry tea, or yeah, these are actually true teas, and they're actually new ways of having tea. They're pretty much the best idea because these teas have no caffeine in them. So that's why I'd say, yeah, they're very good. And sorry, that's my bird there, Frankie. Yeah, you can probably see her there. Yeah, she's the green one there, that's Frankie. Yeah, I'm just trying to bring her into the whole conversation because birds are actually a very good idea because they can, in a certain way, keep you calm and stuff, you know, because if you're, let's say you're doing an exam or whatever and you're like freaked out, the birds can kind of calm you down a little by their, like, you know, she calls out sometimes, like she calls out sometimes a good bit, but when she calls out, sometimes you can tell the difference. Like if she's annoyed, like she's really annoyed at you, or if she's really angry or upset, she'll go rah, 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 you know. Or if she's just like happy as dandy and just, you know, jumping over things like yay, you'll see a distinct difference in her actual call of her tweets. Her tweets are only like tweet 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 tweet, and that's she's normally like when she's really happy. But when she's really annoyed, she'll kind of go tweet, you know, and you'll be like, okay, what the hell's going on? What did I do? You know, and you probably didn't do really anything. She's just having one of her tempers because she's a bird, you know. Another good idea is for when you're going to bed at night, and if you're having a really hard time, you know, trying to get to sleep, good idea is to take chamomile tea, and also to maybe put a CD on of one that's meditation, or one that's just of, you know, different forest animals or sea animals, you know, calling out or whatever, like, you know. It's a very relaxing sense. It gives a relaxing sense to the room anyway. So that's another reason why people would use that. The chamomile tea is a real relaxer because it really has the brain go. And you're like, oh, I'm so tired now. You know. So it's a really good idea. I'm trying to think. Reflexology, now there are a few moves in the reflexology, like there's about 12 moves I think. I'm not particularly sure, can't really remember, because for me it's been 8 years since I last really, you know, had the ability of doing the massage in the class, you know, every week in a day, or every day in a week, I mean. So, I mean, I have still been able to do it, like on my boyfriend, you know, since then, and on different family members since then, so that's good. Otherwise, that's pretty much about it. Doing things like putting your hand on the back of a foot, and, you know, like, say, if you're going to do a hand massage even, you can do this, you know, bringing your fingers around in a circle, even 3. Because if you do 3, it does a lot more for you, you know. Or you can, if you press in, it's also a good one as well. That's also a good movement as well. So just press down. You can also zigzag as well. So it's like this, doing that down, or that. That's another one, and that is doing that's like a cutting move, like, you know, that you do cutting a tomato or something like that. This would be beating. Sorry, that would be beating. You can also doing this, just like kind of, you know, kind of wiping your hands or whatever. It's also a good idea to kind of let the place that you've just done major work on, you know, have it calm down. So you can also go about picking up a little bit of the skin and twisting. So it really depends on what massage you're doing for, what the massage you're doing for whatever problem it is, you know. As to when you're doing the massage yourself, you actually realize things that you might not have been told before, but it's really handy. So when you're doing massage, you can learn, oh, I think I should do this move because I think that would be very good for whatever. Like, for example, let's say you come home from a huge day of work, and let's say you're a builder or a carpenter or something. Your muscles in your back are probably very, very tense. So doing certain things like doing the cutting, just telling you about, that is a very good move. Why is that a very good move? Because that is a really good idea to do on the muscles, because it really helps them relax when, you know, when they're very, very tense. You know, if you start kind of going like, it is actually, that's helping it to basically loosen up. So much better idea. Otherwise, I hope and I wish you guys the best. I hope to hear from some of you, maybe telling me something about what you've just done yourself on whoever, and how their reaction was to getting the little bit of massage I just told you about today. Alright, bye bye.